Hello friends, today in this video session we will discuss how to create login page using AngularJS in ASP.NET MVC. So let's start. We open our Visual Studio. We create a new ASP.NET MVC empty project. So click to project and create here a ASP.NET MVC web project. We here select MVC projects. So we write here any meaningful name, Angular login, and click to OK. Now is open a pop-up for select templates. We select here empty template and click to OK. Now our project is ready, so click on a solution explorer. It's created all the files. In first step we connect our database. This is my database for testing and this for registration table, and we log in on the behalf of this email ID and password. So I create a store procedure for this. So I right click on a new query. We here create a store procedure for login. So I write here a query for this. SP user login. It's a email and varchar 200. It's a size and it's a password. Password is a varchar 200 and one parameter as a output parameters is valid. It's a bit type as begin and write here a query for this is valid is equal to select count. We count here any column name like email. I count here email from TBL registration where email is equal to @email and password and password is equal to @password. So now run this store procedure. Now its query executed successfully. Now we go to solution explorer. In this example I use edu.net for all the database operations. You can use any other technologies like links entity framework that you like. So I create a folder for this. Is name as a database access layer. Database access layer. And I also create a class for this. It's a db. Now I can find the connection string for this database, and I will go to my web config file and write here a connection string. It's a connection string add name is equal to I write here name is con connection strings, and write here provider name. This is system dot data dot SQL client, and save this connection string. Now that connection string connected with our projects. Now I go to my this database access layer, and we adding some more namespaces using system dot data dot SQL client, using system dot data, using system dot configuration. Now I create a SQL connection object. It's a configuration manager dot connection strings. I write here a connection string name dot connection strings, and write here a function for checking the ID and password is valid or not valid. So I create its return type as a integer, so it's a user login. I also create a class for this. We go to model and create a class for this. It's a user it's a string type, and it's the email, and it's a password. Now I created a class for this, so I access some more namespaces. Angular login dot models. Now I write here class name like a US create object name for this. Now SQL command com is equal to new SQL command, and write here procedure name. Its procedure name is user login, and write here SQL connection object, and its command type is equal to store procedure dot store procedure and command com dot parameters dot add with value, provide their parameters. Copy once again this. Now I write here a parameters name, it's the email, and it's a password. These are the input types, so I provide a value for this. It's a US dot, it's a email, and US dot is a password, and another object is output parameters. So parameters like I write here enumerating full name, and it's SQL parameters ob login equal to new SQL parameters, and ob login dot parameters name is valid, and so we login dot direction parameter direction dot output, because it's output type. ob login dot sqldb type, it's sqldb type dot bit, because it's a bit type, and com dot parameters dot add. Now we add that object. So we login. Now we open a connection, and it's a com dot execute non-query, and I store their output parameters in variables. Is equal to ob login dot value, and that convert into integer type. Now connection is closed, and we return this integer. Now we go to our controller and create a new controller for this. It's a home controller. Now it's created, and I also add a view for this. Now view is added. So here we call a database class is a db equal to db layer. So new I create object for this, and I also create a JSON result method that is called from AngularJS controller JSON result. So user login, and here we pass here also call some namespaces. Say Angular login dot models, and using system dot data. So here we write a user us. Now, and that function is written as a integer type, so I write here integer variables. So like result it's equal to db layer dot, so I call a function name here, and pass this class name. Yes, so their result is stored into these variables. Now we create a condition for this. If result is equal to 1, means id and password is accurate, and if this condition is false, then we go to else condition. I create one more view for testing. Send result it's a dashboard. So return view, and add a view for this. Here we write a name welcome, and I also create a session for this. Session name is equal to user. So go to here and we write here session user is equal to us dot email. I create a email as a user and return redirect to action is a dashboard. If it's wrong, then I create a message for this MSC emails or password is wrong, and it's written on same view. It's showing error, so we need to only change this. I think we need to say JSON result type, so this not return as action. So we need to pass this message as a string. So by taking this variable as a string and convert this value into string, convert dot to string, and I write these parameters as a string and this as a result. Email ID or password is wrong, and then return JSON return it's a result and JSON behavior dot allow get. Now this function returns 1 or this string email or password is wrong. If result is 1, then we transfer to this action method, or it's return a message email or password is wrong. So now we go to a script. Here we create one more folder for a script. We add a new folder, script, and we add angular.main.js. I copy this angular.main.js to this folder, and we add one new folder for angular controller. Now we go to solution explorer, and this function, all this function is completed. If user is correct, then it's return as a session, and if email ID and password is wrong, then return this message. So now we go to solution explorer and add here angular controller. So click to here and write a JS file. It's the angular home. We write any meaningful name here, and I click to OK. Now we create a app name for this. App is equal to angular dot module, and write here a app name like a home app, and here we pass a blank array, and it's app dot controller, and write here a controller name. We write here any meaningful name, controller, and then a function. It's a dollar scope. This for a variable that transfer the data between view to Angular controller, and it's a HTTP that posts all the data to the server. And I also take one more for button text, like btn text equal to save right here login, and we create a function for this scope. It's login is equal to function, and we change this button text dot btn text equal to please wait. Now $http dot http, and here we write a function for post data. It's a method, it's a post type, and it's a URL. We write this this function name as a URL home and user login, and we pass a data dollar scope, it's a user class, so I pass a scope as a user, and on a success we create function. We write here any variables here for getting a result from server. Scope dot btn text, we change btn text to login if d is equal to 1, if that record is equal to 1, then it transfer to window dot location dot href, we transfer to dashboard, this page, and else this is not equal to 1, then it's showing alert, this message, and user is equal to dollar scope user equal to null. We null that variables, and if any error is occurred, then we write here function alert failed. This Angular controller is completed. So I think something is missing. This is the btn text. So now we go to our index file. Here we create HTML for this. I already created HTML for this, so I copy it. We add a text box. This is a text box for email, and this text box for password, and here we pass a ng model that pass a value as a email, and pass value this text box pass value as a password, and this for button, the button text that we get that value from here. Firstly it's login. When click on the function button login, then it's change its text, please wait. And on the click of this button we call this function login, and we add these files. This for angular.min.js is angular file, and this for a angular controller that we drop here. So now all it's done. So we run this project as a browser. Now it's run. So right here any wrong email firstly. So email or password is wrong. If we write correct email and password, so it's a correct email, test@gmail.com, and password is 1234, and click to login. Now it's transferred to dashboard page on the behalf of user. Email ID and password is correct. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions related to this topic or any other topics, please write in the comment box, and please don't forget to watch these two videos. And if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and click on a like button. So thanks for watching. We will meet in a next video session. Thanks, bye bye.